I want to take you back for a second, guys. Take you back. Not too long, but Thursday, April 25th. Thursday, April 25th, there's this big showcase. Big showcase. It's called one of the biggest showcases of the National Football League offseason.
I think we were there, TJ.
Yeah, you guys were there.
We were there.
City of Detroit put on the showcase. I call it a showcase because it's a great event. It's called the NFL Draft, and I remember it like it was yesterday because it was so much unknown outside of maybe the first pick, maybe even the second pick. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels. We kind of knew those two guys may go 1 and 2. And the draft would start at 3. What would happen at pick number 3? And we kind of sat back and said, what would the Patriots do? Or they trade in and out? A lot going on. But I go back to that night, Thursday, April 25th, because with pick number 8 on the clock, the Atlanta Falcons probably shocked the world. When they put that card in, they handed that card in and said, with the 8th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Penix, quarterback, Washington. Did it not break the internet? It was like, what is going on? What is this? And immediately, what did we do?
That was nuts.
You talk about flamed. The Atlanta Falcons got flamed that night. How could you pick Mike? What are they doing? How could you pick? You just gave Kirk Cousins all of this money. I'm like, first of all, is that your money? Why are you worried about them? So many people worried about what everybody else is doing. Hey, Terry Fontenot, the general manager, Raheem Morris, their head coach, they had a plan. They said, look, we got Kirk Cousins, but we also have an opportunity to maybe draft our quarterback for the future. Kirk Cousins, 36 years of age, coming off of a Achilles injury. Yes, we gave him a financial investment, but we also wanted to back up that investment with an insurance policy. And Michael Penix is one of the better quarterbacks in this draft, and they went out and did that. Now, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't agree with it. I probably wouldn't have done it. I'm going to be real with you. But I've always, my mom always told me, you don't worry about yourself. Don't worry how that home polices their home. You know what I mean? Don't worry about how they live their life, okay? Because you can't affect what they do. But I did see so many people decide to rip the Atlanta Falcons. They're not going in the right direction. They should have drafted a Dallas Turner, the outstanding linebacker from Alabama who got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. They should have went and got Liatu Latu, one of the polished pass rushers in the draft who got drafted by the Indianapolis Colts. He should have got Jared Verse, the kid out of Florida State, got drafted to the Los Angeles Rams. There were all these pass rushers because they needed a pass rusher. Atlanta needed a pass rusher. The one thing I can tell you about the NFL that I love so much about it, I really do, is you have to have patience. You have to have patience. With what they always say, when the NFL draft comes around, let the board play out. I got to say that may be what training camp and the offseason is about. Let the board play out. Let things happen. Because you have no idea what may happen along this journey. Every single year is a new journey. And I love it. I love asking coaches. I asked a couple coaches on the training camp tour. I said, hey, what's the mantra this year? And I remember Dennis Allen tells me, he says, it takes what it takes. So I like that. Because I'm going to start doing a little flag football coaching this, during the season. So I'm taking all of these little notes, and I like that one. It takes what it takes, meaning that whatever it takes from us, you won't know till we get there. But it takes what it takes to win when we're in that environment. I remember Antonio Pierce told me, I need you squared. I was like, what does that go? You squared. He said, I need you plus you. So I need you, but I need more out of you every single day. So I already know you in the physical presence, what you can give me, but can you give me even more of you? So you squared every day, meaning giving more. And I say all of this because the Atlanta Falcons went into an offseason, had a plan. They executed their plan. They got the quarterbacks, not back, quarterbacks in Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, and then just letting the board play out, just relaxing. being patient. You never want bad things to happen. They drafted a kid, Braylon Trice, out of Washington, towards ACL, out for the year. There was a need. And because other people have things going on, they were able to find a way to grab Matthew Judon from the New England Patriots for a 3rd-round pick.
Wow.
This is what patience gives you. This is what being able to sit back and relax. They just got a premier NFL pass rusher for a 2025 3rd-round pick. This is where Raheem Morris and his experience, I feel like, come into play. Because he realizes we have a need. I can't worry about the 2025 draft. Some people, oh my God, they're giving up a 3rd-round pick. No, I'm getting Matthew Judon. I'm getting a resume. I'm getting a dude. I'm getting a game breaker, a game wrecker. And it's funny because there's certain players in the league who you just remember. I want you to take a listen to Raheem Morris because there's a reason why certain players are always at top of mind. And when a player is available, you inquire. But to be able to get that player and remember what he did to you as a coach and going up against him, take a listen to Raheem Morris on how they kind of came about this Matthew Judon acquisition.
Anytime you can add a dog, really, to your group and have them be able to come and be a part of that, that is exciting. I think we have excitement for that. I think he has excitement for that. I think a couple of our players that actually know him personally have excitement for that. His reputation precedes himself. The Pro Bowl thing is impressive, but actually going out there and playing against this dog when he was in Baltimore when we were here in 2016, and I remember Mohamed Sanu having to sift him and said, man, I'm not doing that. And he said, let's spread this thing out, man. Let the big people block the big people, man. But having that type of recall from that type of a player and what he does and what he can bring to the table is always fun, particularly when you talk about adding to that group. Losing Trice was critical for us the week before, knowing he's out for the season, but being able to add him to Zoe and AK and Damone Harris and JSW and all those guys that have been out there
Jesse
working
Bates.
For us provides, a quality player, dog mentality, potential game changer to your outfit.
Potential game changer. I love when coaches call their teams outfit. I love that. Yeah, you got a potential game changer to your outfit. I like that. But that's what happens. I love when he talked about the SIFT block. For people who don't realize the SIFT block, and I love to kind of educate a little bit. The SIFT block is where you have that wide receiver. He's close to the line of scrimmage. The run play goes one way, and the wide receiver kind of goes behind the line of scrimmage to seal that defensive end. Usually it's a small receiver going against a much bigger player, and you're like, I don't want to set that up. I don't want to do that. But it does set up the naked play, right? The bootleg that you fake that you're going to hit the defensive end and you're wide open. I see Cooper Kupp do it all the time, by the way. But this is a great acquisition for the Atlanta Falcons. But there is the caveat to it. There is the other piece to it. You make the trade for Matthew Judon because of a contract. He's going to get another contract. How much are they willing to give Matthew Judon? Is this a 1 year, 2 year? What's the compensation possibly for Matthew Judon, which is yet to be agreed upon? The trade is agreed upon, but what's the dollars and cents going to look like?
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.